Good morning, Steve Reed with the Morning Grain Comments. Well, yesterday was an unprecedented day that I've seen in all the markets that I've looked at since 1979. Again, might have been the perfect storm with weather forecasts of rains across the Midwest over the next 2 weeks, plus a hawkish Fed committee comments that rallied the dollar and sank most commodities, plus talk the Chinese have asked traders to liquidate commodity positions. Most of those are in the precious metals, especially in copper, but could have been some in the corn, although that's unconfirmed. Corn was down the daily limit in all the contracts. Soybean was down the expanded limits, and soybeans lost $1 a bushel. As far as the overnight trade, we've seen a reversal in the marketplaces with beans anywhere from 54 to 59 cents higher. September oil up almost 3 cents a pound. September meal up almost $4. We've got September corn up 16 cents, while December's up 17 cents, back close to that 5.50 area. And wheat's anywhere from 14 to 16 cents higher. Again, when we talk about weather, over the next 2 weeks, there will be rain in the Midwest. The first week, what we think is going to happen is that half of the Midwest, west of the Mississippi, will see less than an inch of rain. Half of the Midwest, east of Mississippi, could see 1 to 2 inch rains. The second week, all 4 maps call for rain across the Midwest. Again, I think they're all too wet. And again, we'll see a similar thing. West of the Midwest, 50% will see less than a ½ inch of rain. And east of the Midwest might see 1 to 2 inch rains. We believe that crop ratings will decline on Monday, and that probably the most important state in this whole 2-week time frame is the state of Iowa. Will they be in the dry area, or will they be getting some rains? We do expect crop ratings to drop and crops to be under stress in the Dakotas, Minnesota, and maybe Nebraska. And looking at the Weather Channel local forecast for Omaha, they've only got 1 chance of rain, and that's late next week. Fargo maybe has 2 chances of rain. Marshall, Minnesota, 2 chances of rain. Des Moines, 2 chances of rain. But when you flip into like Indianapolis and Nashville, they have 2 chances of rain this weekend and next weekend. The Russians still look like they'll kind of have windy, hot conditions over the next 10 days. The Shukovay should stress crops in central Russia, Kazakhstan, and the Volga Basin. We also note that our export demand has slowed, but there are some talk that China's may have increased interest in U.S. Maybe beans on this break in prices. Also, July SEP, the USDA, in their matrix has Brazil shipping 14 million tons of corn. There's only 500,000 tons in the vessel lineup, and there's no corn at the ports. So we do think that's going to help demand. So next Monday's weather forecast for 2 weeks will be key to prices. I think they're undervalued and oversold, but we'll just have to see how the weather unfolds. Outside markets, again, stocks are weaker. We've got crude mixed and commodities just watching the Fed. As always, these are my thoughts, and note those of ADM Investor Services. Have a safe, profitable trading day. Remember, always treat people like you yourself would like to be treated.